Hi guys, so today I am going to be doing my monthly March favorites. Good Lord, we're already 3 months into the year. I think it's going by a little too quick for me. I don't think I'm ready for it. Oh well, alright. So, I am going to start off with my palettes that I've been using mostly this month that I really cannot put down. And the first one is from Wet n Wild, and it's one of their 8 palette. It's got 8 shadows in there. And it's called Drinking a Glass of Shine. Yeah, that sounds good. Just saying. And this is what it looks like. And I know probably 99.9% of you have seen this palette already once or twice, whether it's been on YouTube or if it's been, you know, in your store. And you know what? I love these. These are buttery. They have a little bit of a powder thing to them, but nothing major. And I love these. They're very pigmented. And honestly, I use most of these as crease shades. I mean, they're great shades. Or transition shades. We'll go with both. How's that? We'll go with both. And I love this palette. No, you're not going to see me doing a tutorial with these unless I get really brass balls somewhere between now and then. I probably won't be using these. I might try and do something for spring and summer, but not all 3 together. If I do, someone needs to take me out back and shoot me. And my next palette is from Hard Candy. Now, my thing is that I've been hearing, you know, I've seen a lot on YouTube about this palette, and it's really a hit and miss, and it depends on, you know, whether you like neutral palettes or you don't like neutral palettes. And this one, I think I said it was the Natural Eyes. If I didn't, it is the Natural Eyes. And that's, you know, I thought I covered it up. And it looks like this. And no, I did not like the primer. I threw that thing out the window. The liner, there's no way I would have ever used that liner. It was rough, patchy, you couldn't get anything out of it. But the thing that I love the most are the matte shades. I don't use the glittery shades in this palette because to me they are chunky and I don't like them. I shouldn't have wore a sweater, but it's cold here in Maryland. And with all the wind, it actually has slowed down quite a bit. Thank you, Lord. Sounded like a tornado hit here. But look at that. They're pigmented. They're very pigmented, and all those are matte. So to me, I could use those as transition shades. And I really do like those. And just on the transition shades alone that's in there, the matte shades, I would have paid the $8 or $9 that I paid just for those shades alone. You could have just filled the palette with those shades, and I would have bought it. Just because, you know, I really do like those shades. And I remember growing up, and my mom was always wearing neutral shades. Like, she, you know, wouldn't go outside the comfort zone. You know, she'd use her plums and her neutrals, and that was it. There was no other color she'd put on her eyes. And I always wondered why. Well, come to find out, she's got very sensitive eyes. But I think even if she didn't, I don't think she would have went for some of those blues and the greens, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, my next palette I am going to tell you about that's on one of my favorites is the Coastal Scents Revealed palette. And this is the first one. And yes, I'm very late on jumping on this bandwagon. I don't know how long these guys have been out. I just heard about them last summer, which is when I actually got them. And I'm just now using them. I've probably used them past couple months here and there. But lately, I can't put the palette down. And I love this. I mean, you know, this palette, well, it would probably help if I showed you. Even though you have probably seen this palette multiple times here on YouTube. But I like the fact that you can get matte shades. You can get metallic shades. You can get, you know, any kind of shade you want. And they're pretty. And yes, those were very light colors I put on my hand, I just realized. Here, we'll do this slate color. I was actually asked by a private message what did I think of the Matte Pro 1 palette versus this palette. And I'm like, I didn't think about it. When I opened up both palettes, I'm like, oh, looks like a video to me. And, I looked on YouTube. Yeah, there's a couple of them that have done their own review. But, hey, what's wrong with doing your own review? See, what you get out of it. So that's what I plan on doing on one of my videos coming up soon. And let's see, we shall go to highlighters. I like highlighters. I never got, what everybody thought of highlighters. Like, everybody said, oh my god, you have to have a highlighter. I'm just like, no I don't. No, I don't. Then I got my own set of highlighters. I'm like, oh, I was so stupid. I was so stupid. But now, I got my own highlighters. And this girl is quite happy. And I know I'm swatching. I didn't even tell you what the dab burn thing was. And this is also from Wet n Wild. While I'm trying not to blind you. This is one of their Color Icon bronzers with SPF 15. Now, anybody in their right mind knows that is not a bronzer. That is definitely a highlighter. You gave us a big pan of a highlighter. I'm not complaining. I only paid $4 for it. I couldn't find it in any stores. And I heard Jam Beauty 89. I do believe that's what she goes by. I will link her channel below in the description bar. She's great. Like, half of my stuff that I decided to get, I got it from her. It's either her or Emily Noel 83. Those are like the two I started out watching. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm missing out on so much. I'm missing out so much. But anyway, I'll shut up. And that is the highlighter there. There's no chunky glitter. Nothing. And it's very pretty. Very pretty. And I have a little bit on. See? This comes to show that just because you swatch it on your hand doesn't mean it's going to look the same on your face. Because right now, you see it right there. Didn't really, well, maybe if I stood back a little bit, you could see it that way. But anyway, next one is also from Wet n Wild, while we're still on highlighters. And this one is through the Fergie line. And it's CenterStage Collection. And the color is Rose Champagne Glow. The only thing I do not like about this palette, I love the color. I'm not knocking the color. Okay, what I don't like about the palette, I'll show you this first before I knock it. It's very pretty. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if I'll do it this way. There is a film all around the highlighter. And I'm like, I'm using it. Why? Why is there a film? So now I have to scratch to get the film off for me to even use product. That's the only thing that ticks me off about it. But otherwise, it was worth the $5 I paid for that one. Oh, and by the way, this one I got at Five and Below. This one I got at Target. And then let's see, we'll go into blushes. I skipped over one. Now, I've only heard about this maybe once or twice, and it was just a first impression. They brought it home, and that was pretty much I heard about it. So it wouldn't be a first impressions. It would be a haul that I saw this in. This is Maybelline New Master Glaze by Face Studio Blush Stick. Now, I've never once used a cream in my life for blush until I bought this. And it's really pretty. And I'm going to swatch it for you. And you can tell I've been using it a while because I only have like half the stick left. But it's pretty. It's very pretty. And, it's a nice pink. Very pigmented. I mean, look at that. Just a couple, swatches. And that's what you get. Now, it did take me a long time to decide to get up the courage to use it. It probably took me about 2 months after I bought it to try it. Now, I won't recommend sticking it on your face and then trying to blend it in, because that definitely didn't work for me. But what I did was, I did something like this, and I got my e.l.f. small stippling brush. I got that somewhere. This guy here. he might as well be a favorite too. This thing is amazing. As long as I won't knock nothing over. Don't mind it being dirty. I used it today. But just dab it on my face, blend it in a little bit, and you're good to go. You don't have to set this. It's not like, you know, a cream contour where you have to set it. This, I didn't have to set. This lasted longer than my highlight, and that's saying something. But, would I buy another one? Yeah. Would I buy another one? If I could find another shade, wherever I go, things are always just, they're knocked off. People have already opened the caps. To me, it's not worth waiting and going around and wasting gas to go and find one that hasn't been opened. Now, if I find one, then yes, I would repurchase it. But people around here, and I know it's not just here. I've heard rants on YouTube about it. Trust me, I've heard some rants. But anyway, I'm going to move on here to mascaras. This one has probably been on every single one of my videos. And it's because it's that good. I really, really like this. And most of my mascaras are Maybelline. If you haven't noticed in quite a few of my videos. Granted, I don't know why I'm saying it, quite a few. I don't have that many videos. I just started. But I was using CoverGirl the Supersizer. And this is definitely a rant and rave on YouTube. When I first bought it, I really liked it. I love the wand to it. I mean, look at this wand. Let me see if I can do this without knocking things over here. Look at that. Isn't that crazy looking? And I liked it, but then I ended up starting to stab myself in my inner corner when I was trying to get all my lashes. And it would stay on, but give it, you know, maybe 5-6 hours. And then look like, you know, I was a panda or someone just hit me in my face. Like, yeah, it was one of those. I'm like, okay, nope. But this one here, this is Maybelline's Lash Sensational. And it's in a pink, pearly tube. And no, I do not get the waterproof versions of any mascaras anymore. I started trying that last year, and my lashes, they were coming off. Like, you try all these, you know, oil-based removers, trying to get all this stuff off. Even coconut oil. People were swearing by coconut oil. It didn't do anything. I'd still have 3 or 4 lashes coming off every time. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to get the original. And I did with this. And I'm very happy with this one. Just my little rant, I guess, on that one. I have another one, and this is by NYX. This is the Doll Eye mascara. This is for volumizing. Now, my thing with this one, you guys will probably recognize the wand, at least a little bit anyway. It looks like Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, the one thing I would say, I have tried the Better Than Sex mascara. Is it better than Sex? No, not by a long shot. Just saying. Let's be real here. But the formula itself, to me, was way too wet. The brush was way too big. And every time I try to, do, you know, comb my lashes, get some, you know, mascara on there, I had a line going from where I started to where I ended. It was just a mess. I don't have time to deal with that. And I know it probably sounds mean because everybody loves the Better Than Sex mascara. Do I? No. I prefer to pay $9 for this one that's 1, cheaper, 2, I like the formula, and 3, it's good. I don't know anything else to say about that one. But anyway, I should stop my mini rants, huh? I'll probably scare some people. We're going to go into lip products. And this one here is the Burt'sBees. It is the Moisturizing Lip Balm, and I have it in Vanilla Bean. This stuff smells good. If you like vanilla, this is what you need to get. It smells so good. But what I actually use this for, yeah, I use it as a lip balm. But obviously you see on my lips, they're pink. Now, a lot of lipsticks, it's kind of hard to do one of these motions and it's pulling. I suggest putting a lip balm underneath, which you probably heard that before. And I put this on, put my lipstick on, did a little bit of gloss, and that's it. And it's moisturizing. I know it's not just the, you know, other products I have on here. This stuff is amazing. I wear this stuff at night too. Great stuff. My next one is from Revlon. And this one is, why do I have to put a clear tag on here with white writing? This is from their Super Lustrious line. This is 207 in Sky Pink. And I love this. Like I said, I also heard this one from, her name is Jessica Braun. She got married, I think, last year. And, it's very pretty. Very pretty. Very sheer. It's a very sheer light pink. And I really do like this. And a lot of people said that it was the dupe for NARS Turkish Delight, which I do believe that got the rave because Kim Kardashian evidently swore by it. She really liked it. Now, whether it's really a dupe, I don't know. I don't own it. But I'll tell you this. Paying $7 for a tube of lip gloss versus paying, I don't remember how much they said those things were. They were probably in the, I think it's like $30 for a tube of freaking lip gloss. If I can get it cheaper and it does the same thing, I'm not going to pay the extra money to do it. Not unless that stuff will knock my socks off. You ain't going to see me spending $30 on a freaking tube of lip gloss. But anyway, I do like this one. And there's also a second one, but I haven't been wearing it as often, so I wasn't going to put that in as favorites. But moving on, I have a perfume here. I got it at Big Lots, and I only paid $2.50 for it. Now, I'm not saying it is a dupe, so don't get my words twisted here. I'll have a lot of people coming after me. But this is called Tattooed by Inky, and it's for women. Now, I don't know if you can tell by the design. It kind of looks blurry from my perspective. But it is similar to Ed Hardy's Love Kills Slowly perfume. Now, I used to work for Macy's. I used to sell it. I also did cosmetics. And yes, they do smell quite similar, but they do have their differences. Now, if you're like me, who doesn't have $65+ to get a perfume or a gift set, this will do just as well. I'm not even kidding. This stuff smells delicious. I'm not kidding. If I could get a candle that smelled like this, oh, you better give me a whole stack because I will be buying them. These smells delicious. I love that stuff. But anyway, let's hope I don't start sneezing. Now, my last 5 products are for hair. This one right here, I've mentioned in a previous video that I was having issues with my hair, so I started using the Pantene Pro V line. And I did decide to go with the Expert, which is in the black bottles. And I got it's called an Overnight Miracle. It is a hair repair serum. And this is what it looks like. It's got a gold cap. And it's got a pump. Who doesn't love a pump? This stuff is great. If you take a shower at night and it's just like, you know what, I'll style my hair in the morning, put a couple pumps of this in your hair. Not only will your hair smell good, it will be silky, it'll be soft, and no tangles. I really do swear by this. I know this is not sponsored. I would have warned y'all if it was sponsored, but it's not. My money went to every single one of these products I'm mentioning to you. But I do love this. I really do. I love this. Okay. For straightening your hair, this is like my second or third take trying to do this video because it kept getting things backwards. But I have another product here. It's Garnier Fructis. It is the Sleek&Shine Brazilian Smooth Flat Iron Express. Whew, get a breath after that one. Good Lord. And this has Brazilian yeah. It's got some kind of butter from Brazil and argan oil. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do too good vocabulary pronouncing. But it looks like this. Now what you do is you wash your hair, you wait till it's damp. Not soaked, but damp. Then you put about a quarter size and rub it in your hair. Start from your tips to your roots. you blow dry it straight. Okay? And yes, your hair is smelling delicious. Now step 2. Yes, it's step 2 process. The other one is Garnier Fructis as well. It's the Sleek&Shine Flat Iron Perfector. It is the straightening mist with argan oil. And it's 48 hours straight finish. And it's heat protection, stay smooth, and shiny. And you know what? It does. And I'm buying another one. Look at this. I have like itty bitty little amount left. Will that last me a couple weeks? No, not by a long shot. But once you do this and you blow dry your hair and you have your, let's see, I was going to say curling iron. I don't know what, I guess because I got waves in my hair. Your straightener. There you go. Straightener. Have it completely heated to where, it needs to be. Spray your hair in this. And immediately after, straighten your hair. You won't need anything else after that. I mean, if you have flyaways, I got another one after this. And it's great. Your hair stays straight. I love it. And because my hair is a little bit thinner than a lot of, other people, my hair will stay straight 3 to 4 days if I don't wash it. It's great. I mean, the only thing you could maybe use is like a texturizer. But otherwise, these are my favorite for that. Next one. For your flyaways, and even if you don't want to use that with your straightener, this here, it is BioSilk Silk Therapy, and it's in this big bottle here. Now, yes, I know it is expensive. This bottle here is, I think I paid $25 for this bottle. But before you go nuts at me, this is where it's at, okay? And I've had it for over a year. The only thing you need is a pea size, maybe a dime at most. And the only thing you do, one of these motions, and you put it in your hair. You go through, do it from one side to the other. And also, if this was in a candle, I'd buy this too. But, great stuff. I really do. I love this stuff. I really do. My last and final product is Hairspray, also from Pantene. There you go. Now you can read it. And it's a big container. Look at this thing. This thing is 17 ounces. Now, I've also had this since last summer. Look at this thing. And I'll even take the cap off so you can tell. And listen, there's a lot of freaking hairspray still left in this. I'm thinking, hey, well, it says 14% more than Tresemme. So, but there's a lot in there. And this stuff is great. You can use this for a hold. You can use this for curling your hair. And you can use it for anything and everything, basically. And it's going to work. But now that I yacked your ear off here, and I gave you my wonderful favorites for the month of March, I'm going to go and put my feet up. It is, I think, about 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to go and relax a little bit. You guys have a wonderful evening, morning, depending on where you are. And you will have another video for Friday. And to me, I'm actually really excited about it. So, woohoo! But anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.